What's up, Anonymous? Hoping you have a great new year, brother. Hell yeah, man. You too. What's up, Pam? What up, Metal? Oh, hell yeah. What'd you get? Beginner drum set. There's a lot of the bigger brands that have beginner drum sets. But, yeah, the real cheap ones like CB Drums. Pearl has some decent cheap ones too. Really, the most important thing with drums is, you know, when you buy it, you can use a very cheap drum set, and it's not that big of a deal. The biggest thing to make sure with a drum set that you do is whatever they come with factory, change the heads. They're always trash. Change the heads, which is also cost just as much as a shitty drum set. So changing the heads can make a big difference. Um, Obviously, tuning them up and not making it sound like shit. Getting your hi-hat stand right, a good pedal, and good cymbals. Those three things are a big deal. Good pedals, good hi-hat stand, and good cymbals. For sure. Other than that, really just changing the really just buying shells is like just having cheap shells. Everything else you gotta, kind of dish out for to make it sound good. Jennifer, thank you. No, this is not new. This one's old. I haven't gotten a new... All last year, I actually didn't buy a guitar, man. Like, I really slacked. I really slacked. Honestly, I think I was too broke. Just too many other things going on. Alright, just getting that set up. Yeah, the two main guitars that I use for the live streams is, well, actually, technically the three. The one I haven't had out in probably like 2 months for the live streams, but I usually use this one, my Solar guitar. For lower tunings, I just put 60 gauge strings on this one, so I tuned it to drop A, so like C standard. Was not a I would be playing this one right now actually, but I need to adjust the truss rod adjustment because the strings were so much bigger that now I'm getting a little buzz and the action feels too low for me. I'm not a fan of it, so I actually, or I'm sorry, it wouldn't be C sharp or C standard, it would be B standard, and I tuned it up to C standard to B and drop A sharp. Even then, it still felt like a little much, so I think what I'm gonna do is say, fine, I'll keep 60s on it, but I'm going to adjust the truss rod to give a little bit more bow in the neck, like coming back this way in the middle. That's the biggest problem right now, is the buzz is all near the middle. I haven't done it yet. I just haven't. That's really all that needs done with it, though. The truss rod, the intonation, move the bridge a little bit, all that shit. Yeah. Losing track of it. Also, buying a drum throne. That's another expense. Drums are expensive, man. Thank you, Stitch. This one's the Charvel, the Telebody one. This one's the Charvel. That one's the Solar. That one's the Solar. This one is the Charvel. What's up, Vlad? I'm gonna cook something up. I'm not sure what I'll do with that. Sounds cool though. Yeah, their V is pretty cool. The V's not bad. And the guitars, even with all the bullshit going on, there's really been much of a like rise in price or anything like that, which is pretty cool. I mean, the guitars are definitely expensive, and just with the way everything is, buying a solid guitar anymore, you can get something around like the $600 range, $700 range. It used to be $500 to $600. Now it's more like $600 to $700 most of the time. And it could be hit or miss, but usually when you're getting a really great guitar is typically around that $950, a little over $1,000 range. That's typically when you're getting a pretty solid guitar. Uh, Considering it's probably going to be missing a few things within the $500 to $600 range, like the tuning pegs will be kind of shit. Like there's always something that is sort of a compromise, whether it's hardware, whether it's quality control, whether it's the electronic, the pickups that are in it. There's always little things, and in my opinion, it's like once you get like one or two guitars, and they're like your mid-range guitars, whatever, or lower mid-range, like 500-600, like we're saying 700. Then going hitting after that, you should try and just aim for either selling them and then putting down the money to get something, a little bit more. Just speaking because of experience, really, but and then after 1,000, it's like it really doesn't start to change much until like 1,600 to 2,000, 2,200, somewhere around that range in between. So yeah, I mean, typically, if I look for a guitar, I know what sort of specs I'm looking for, so the things that I want to be on the guitar. But yeah, no, Solar makes good stuff. I had been wanting for the longest time. I'm glad I actually didn't buy it now, mainly because I'm not into really like Les Pauls anymore. But there's another guy, YouTuber, Frank. I believe his name is what is his name? No, I believe his name's Frank, and he has Killer Tones Texas YouTube channel. And have been watching his videos. I mean, by now it's forever. He doesn't really put out anything, but he worked for Randall Amplification for a long time. Pretty cool guy, and he's got a death metal band and all that stuff. He's been doing amp demos longer than probably most of y'all have even been born. Honestly, dude's a legend. Honestly, low key legend. Anyways, so he has his own signature guitar. It's the what is it? I can't remember all of their stuff, but anyways, the guitar is absolutely specced out. It's the pickups he likes, which is the Seymour Duncan Black Winners. Just everything about the guitar is great. The back, it's a gloss finish, but the back of the neck is matte. I'm pretty sure Grover tuners, like I said, with the pickups. Everything on the guitar is extremely high quality. Extra jumbo stainless steel frets. Everything that you would want for an absolute beast of a guitar. And that guitar is pretty expensive. And professional guitars up to... Yeah, and that's... See... Like what Pam's saying, like 7,000-8,000. Sorry, I've been having sinus issues the past like week. So like the $7,000-8,000 range, at that point you're paying for a name brand, you're paying for the master luthier to touch the guitar, and you're paying at that point for an art piece. And some people might find it debatable. But I really don't think that there is any guitar out there, excluding now, like, I get labor costs, I get all of that, but truly at the end of the day, no guitar has the amount of, unless it literally is encrusted with fucking diamonds or gold and silver, it is not actually worth a $10,000 guitar. Like, it just doesn't exist. And maybe that's a hot take, I don't know, but those guitars, like the PRS core models, $15,000, $20,000 guitars, and you're paying for like little fancy things like wooden tuning pegs that were fucking hand sanded down and stuff. Like, you're paying at that point, you're paying for an art piece. You're not paying for a quality instrument. I mean, you're getting a quality instrument, but you can pay for a quality instrument and pay $1,000 and have a high quality instrument that is going to last you forever as long as you take care of it. So I mean, maybe that's debatable. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, once you, I don't know. To me, it's like after 2,500 to 3,000, the only thing you notice different with these guitars is like some random bullshit. Like that does not matter. Doesn't matter. Little fucking stupid things. They took extra care of the frets to make sure that they were rounded and are super smooth. Oh, really? That's great. I'll fucking do it at home with my Dremel. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, if I wanted that touch, maybe that's just my way of thinking, but $7,000 to $10,000 for a guitar, I'll probably never do that. Even if I have the money, unless it's something that's just like so cool, I'm like, I got the money, let's fucking do it. Other than that, why? I literally don't need. There's no difference in the playing of that fucking guitar. Robot tuners. Yeah, I think actually Gibson originally came out with that concept. They came out with it and nobody wanted it because actual like real guitarists no, it's just like kind of corny. Honestly, to have this big fucking hunky thing, and Gibson guitars, you know, dude, okay. You know, Les Paul himself, God bless the man, he was very innovative. The guy was fucking, he was actually an amazing guitarist. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever watched videos of Les Paul. $100 on a shit guitar. People have made guitars out of the most random material, the most random shapes. It doesn't matter. Spend 7K on a pedal. Yeah, spending 7K on a pedal is fucking wild. Especially nowadays, because you know what's insane is, like, I'll show you guys real quick. Look at the screen below me. I'll show you. So there's different plugins, but even with what I have, I could get the updated version and it would be even better. But for instance, this plugin right here. So let's say you have some $7,000 boutique Klon Centaur pedal, right? And you're like, this is the best tone ever. You know, you're trying to believe that. You can go in, fiddle with your amp, get that sound as close as you possibly can, messing with the speakers, messing with all your settings, whatever. And then go in here and there's a setting that you can use within Pro Q3 that's truly amazing. And basically you are able to it will automatically EQ to the wave that you give it. So let's say you know, you're trying to get a specific tone from an album. Get as close as you can, throw that guitar tone in, running through this, let it match EQ, and you're going to be damn close to it. So not only do I find it like, unless you're a collector, you know, and collectors are collectors. When I was like, I don't know, I fell off of like the whole collector thing. I don't know, like, little knickknacks to me anymore. I'm just like, dude, when I die, this is just a burden for somebody else. Like, this shit is stupid. But like the boutique stuff, amps and whatnot, I get it. But as far as like tone goes and everything, when you distort a signal, I mean, come on, like, you're paying for a distorted signal. It's $8,000, bro. And there's a lot of companies that, dude, I bought one off Temu not that long ago. It was like one of the most, it was the highest rated cheap ones that you could get. And I got to tell you, it sounds okay for that sound. But I mean, if you're trying to use that for metal, it's hot ass. It sounds like hot ass. It's good if you're trying to hit that fucking, you know, fuzzy kind of sound, that distorted fuzzy sound, like a really pushed amp. Which some people like, some people don't. I don't like signature or anything. I want to have my own sound. I totally agree. I don't mind signature stuff though. Like, for example, this right here. The like all of these guitar plugins that I'm using, the Gojira X, the STL Tones La Salamer, the Archetype Misha Mansour X. I have all three of those on here. I could just switch between, but it's not like it's one sound, that's all you can get. Like there's amps, they used all the fucking different microphones. You can adjust it and make it sound however you want. Personally, I'm usually pretty happy as long as I, like if I had to only have two, well actually I could narrow it down to two really. Like if I had to have only two amplifiers, like two tube amps, I would have to probably pick a Marshall, and then it's a really hard budge between a 5150 or a Mesa triple rectifier, but I would probably go with the Mesa triple rectifier because the sound that I would actually be trying to get from the 5150, I would end up doing that, which sounds stupid, but from the Marshall, I would actually be trying to get that more like sort of cocked wah fucking thinner thrash sound from it, even though a lot of people use it for, you know, more scooped mids and that type of sound. And there's a lot of shit you can do with that triple rectifier, like a lot, if you know how to tone it in, especially with a boost pedal. That's the only way to play them bitches, unless you're fucking insane. Well, see, the difference is Marshall. Marshall is, there's so much that you can get out of a Marshall. Like there really is a lot that you can get out of a Marshall, but also a Marshall can be really fucking annoying sometimes to play. Just the sound can be like, that's not what I'm looking for. And then you go to the complete opposite, and then you go to the Mesa triple rectifier, and you know, there's the dual rec and all the different, you know, Rev G and Rev D and all that shit. But a good old off the shelf triple rectifier, I don't give a shit about the tubes. Give me a boost pedal, let me tweak it a bit. That was my first tube amp. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my first tube amp. I'll show you guys my first amp. You guys want to see my first amp? What my first amp head was? It's not great. Okay. You know what? It got me where I am. So I can't sound like, you know, arrogant about it. But you know, my first amp was this non-tube amp. It was a solid state. Are you ready? Any guesses? Solid state Randall. No, Boss Katana is new. I've been playing guitar much before a Boss Katana. That's kind of showing my age a little bit, but yeah. This, close enough. I don't know. The Boss Katana is way better than this, and also this thing's broke right now. I don't know what's wrong with it. So I have some pretty fucking insane stories. Originally, this wasn't the amp that was the technically first amp that I had. So So I'm in my first band ever, right? And I we ended up meeting this guy. He went by Ziggy. He was a big black guy. He was younger than us, and he's like, "Yeah, I put on shows," and I'm like, You're young." So we meet up with him, and we're like, "Yeah, we're looking for a bassist." He's like, "I play bass." Meanwhile, he's not great. He's actually a drummer, and he was a good drummer, but very weird guy. So we all get together, we practice, and we're actually sounding pretty good. We're for especially for our first band, we were sort of like a post-hardcore. We actually had a female front man, and she did her screams were really good. She did some singing stuff too. She was a good singer as well. But it was like a post-hardcore thing, and we all just kind of blended together as whatever we could come up with, and it was good stuff. Anyway, so all I had was a combo amp at the time with pedals, and I had never had a amp head with a 4x12. I just played guitar for the love of it. So we're on our way to the very first show, and Ziggy's like, "Hey, there's this amp in this shop here, and if you pay me back, I'll buy it for you." And I'm like, "Dude, that sounds sick. Like, let's fucking go." We get in there. He sees the price. We get it down by another $100. So now I got a Randall head in a cab. Might I remind you, we're literally getting ready to go play our first show, and I said, "Fuck yeah, let's do this. Like, let me plug into this fucking thing." So we get to the show, and I have no idea how to play it, no idea how loud I should be, no idea what setting I should be on, no idea. This is how stupid you are going to be when you join your first band. Like, oh my God. So we get there, and I'm looking at it, I'm playing it just a little bit, and then we're supposed to go on. We go on, I'm loud as shit, I'm cranked. Ziggy gets on top of his bass amp, does his stupid jump thing, falls on his ass. We're all laughing at him. At this point, we were chugging Four Locos in the parking lot. And so I take it back. I start paying him. I think it was $300. I ended up giving him $200. But then he stopped talking to us. We had to get rid of him because he was fucking weird. And we just stopped talking to him. Then he shows up to my house one day and is like, by the way, with his mommy. And is like, yeah, I'm here to get the amp. And they're like, we're going to call the cops if you don't give the amp back. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I start freaking the fuck out. I'm like, get the fuck away from my house. Gave him the stupid fucking amp, the fucking cab, everything. So that was the first amp I had. He took it back. I look online. I'm freaking out. I'm panicking at this point because I'm like, man, that's my fucking shit. Like, I've been paying for it. You disappeared. You show up months later and it's like, hey, give me my shit. I should have called the cops on him because in black and white, I had proof that I had been paying him and that we had discussed this and talked about it. But anyways, so I look online and I find the exact amp. I think this one is the same, but it's different. The other one was like a signature or something. So I found like basically the same thing, bought it, had it forever, made videos online, and then we played a house show. I take this thing and I'm in a new band at this point, and we go to play a house show, and I have no volume coming out of it. It's really low. You can't hear nothing except for my vocalist screaming his head off in the drums because everything was so shitty. And the next band comes on, and I remember going outside smoking a cigarette, and my friend Michael at the time goes, "Yeah, his tone's always really good. He uses," the other guy's name was Michael as well, and he goes, "Yeah, he uses tube amps. His tone's fucking crazy good." So now my gears are turning. I'm like, I'll never, ever let something like this fucking happen again. I look like an idiot. You couldn't hear me. We look like fucking retards. So then I get online. I start looking. I'm like, man, these fucking tube amps are fucking expensive. I find somebody selling that triple rec for $900. I say, hey man, can I, come test it out? Like, he's like, yeah, I just moved in, come at this time. I get there, motherfucking, I literally strummed one chord with my guitar into that thing, and I said, holy shit, I need this. I was like, but look, man, 900's like a little much. Would you go down in price? He said no, or let me talk to the wife about it. So he talks to his wife. I leave. I come back. Or I go back home, and then he's like, hey, I will come down on the price, 700 or 800. And I say 700, and he's like, nah, I can't do it. I was like, all right, 750. I'll come pick it up right now, all cash. I promise you. So he's like, yeah. And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. So I ride out. I get that motherfucker. And I never turned back. Literally, because of playing a shitty ass show and just having no experience, nobody to help guide me, all learning on my own, embarrassing myself by not knowing anything, just having fun playing music. That's how I got into tube amps, and that's how I ended up fucking here where I'm at right now, honestly. And I've had a lot more tube amps than that. I have some other amps in the house and some at my practice spot too. But yeah, that's how that went. This thing, ever since that house show, I have not been able to get volume to come out. I mean, volume comes out of it, but it's really fucking low. Those are the best moments. They really are, because that's literally like what sparked the whole shebang out of me. Like that's what got me into all of this. That's like what ignited it. I will say though, it's when you get in a band, when you're at that point, this is my best advice to come from that story. When you reach the point of your first tube amp, now you're exploring tone, you're getting into recording and this and that. I repeat, do not join a band or try and be in a band with people that also do not share the love as much as you, because I promise you it's going to irritate the fuck out of you that they don't want to spend money on this. They won't buy PA monitors or fucking whatever it is, other tube amps. You're out loudening them because they refuse to save up a couple bucks and get some type of tube amp or something decent. And join a band with people that actually know what the fuck they're doing. If you can. That's if you join a band, which I don't recommend. Facts. Dope ass story. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I know that was a long one. It's hard not to make that. It's hard to make that one short because with that, the one story has to lead you up to the next one, which then leads you up to the actual of getting the amp. The drummer wasn't it. What drummer isn't, man? You either got the guy who's in 15 bands and is like the shit, or you have the rest of them that nobody wants because they fucking are stupid. Same with bass players. And then the vocalists, they don't give a shit about nothing. The guitar players are usually the ones in the bands that usually care the most about like the sound, the quality, all that shit. It's always everybody else in the band that's just like, meh, whatever. Because bass players, they're always in a million bands. Drummers, they're always in a million bands, It's just like, it always is. My first amp head was that Fender amp modeling head. Oh, you talking about? No, that's not the modeling head. What are you talking about? Entire late teens, early 20s. This stuff is shit. Thanks. I'm glad that you don't like my content. I'm still trying to buy my first tube amp. I just don't. Yeah, the Mustang V. That's actually what I was going to say, was the Mustang. My buddy had one. It sounded pretty good, but that was before I got into the tube amps and stuff. I'm still trying to buy my first tube amp. I just don't got the funds right now. I'm going to tell you right now, quit eating out and save every penny. Look online like a motherfucker And there are some really good amps out there, a lot of really good tube amps specifically out there that have sort of gone up a little bit in price because people know that they're like the budget kings. But there are some really good tube amps out there that you can get and sound great. One being the Bugera. Here, let me look this shit up with you guys. So, damn, this thing has gone up in price. Dude, this amp right here used to be a $300 Facebook find all day long. There is no fucking way that they're charging $1,100 for this amp. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Fuck that. Go buy yourself a fucking... Fuck that. Go buy yourself a new fucking 50 watt, what the fuck you call it? 5150 Stealth. Fuck that. It's the XXX, isn't it? Unless I'm thinking of 6262. Like, what the fuck, bro? Yeah, there's one, the T50 Infinium. That one's $275 with a cab near my area. You can't even find them one. Like people realized it because of all the channels that popped up. I should have started my channel 2 or 3 years sooner. Let me look real quick. Oh, it's the 333. I think I'm thinking about. Is that it? Is it the Bugera 333? Yeah, this is a good one. What the fuck, dude? It's like the same price. Yeah, no. You can literally find these three. Like, look. That same amp right there. Somebody is selling for $375. $375. No. This is why buying brand new is kind of stupid. Yeah, no, there's a lot of good budget amps. The Bugeras are okay. They do have some weird noises sometimes. Good stuff, though. But for this price, I guess tube amps are just really dying. They have no choice but to sell them for this price. I don't know. That's fucking insane, dude. I've never seen those amps go for that much. 600 people would laugh in your face. The PV stuff too, the XXX, that one used to be the Triple X PV used to go for $200-$300, maybe $400 with a matching cab all day long. Now that motherfucker sells for over $1,000. Yeah, the 6505 mini head, it's okay. I don't really like it that much. You can get some okay tones out of it, and it can be fairly fucking loud. But nothing beats getting just the next step up. I would definitely recommend going with a 100-watt cheaper one, and then just having a nice boost pedal. I promise you get one of those Bugeras I just showed you on the used market for a couple $100, and then throw a tube screamer in front of it, and you're gonna be fucking. Promise you. All right. Anyway, so let's get back to some jamming. Jam a little bit. I kind of like this thing that I have here. Damn, I can't remember exactly what I was playing before. This fucking amps in the way now. Damn. That's that shit that make your fucking shoulders hurt. My shoulders are killing me. Feel that right in the delts. Yeah, everything is going up in crazy prices. I will say though, a lot of like I said with the Bugera and PV's sort of there's no hidden gems anymore. I mean there is, but there isn't. And everyone who collects them just fucking holds on to them. It's really hard to get anything anymore. That's worth getting. That's worth like getting, holding on to, and knowing that it's a sleeper. Hell yeah. I'm glad you guys were digging that, man. Yeah, a couple of those pinches were crazy. Yeah. That's all I was really trying to do today anyways. Kind of hang out and jam. Maybe get a cool riff idea for next stream. Because I'm actually, oh, by the way, so might as well tell you guys this. So this week coming up, Thursday, Friday, or wait, no, it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, back Friday. I'm going to be out of town working. So I am thinking about bringing my setup so that way I can still stream for at least one of those days. I should be able to, because it's only really 2 nights overnight, so we'll see how it goes. First day is always a bitch. Second day will probably be shorter, so it'll be a lot easier to do something for you guys. So I'm just debating whether or not it's even worth it. I don't know. But with that said, if so, then I will bring the laptop and the camera, and we'll still be jamming, man. In either way, that also means tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, I'm off, and we're gonna be getting it. We're gonna have some good shit. Some music therapy. Bro always just throws down bangers. Yeah, man. I feel like that's my issue right now is every time I pick up the guitar, I feel like I throw something good down, but in my head I'm like it's always it could be better, or it's not this, or I'm just seeing it for what it is in the moment and not for what it could be. And I can't tell you at this point. I've probably legitimately thrown away probably 1,000 really good song ideas, maybe more. I mean, especially over the years. Good God. I mean, just on stream, I know dozens and dozens. But that's the name of the game, man. That's the name of the game. Being with people and jamming is the best. I mean, it is. It's the best. It's just once you try packaging it, and putting money in it and everything else, that's when everybody gets fucking weird and everybody doesn't want to commit, and it just is what it is, man. By the way, I'm in drop C sharp right now, which to me is always such a great tuning because it feels heavy, and you can make it super heavy, but also there's a lot of really cool stuff that you can do in C sharp that's just fun, and it can feel super happy while also being in a lower tuning. So yeah, it's such a great time. I feel you, man. It's the best, but it also comes with a tax. Tax being your fucking sanity, because it's impossible to jam with people most of the time and them not be fucking idiots. Yeah, we could definitely throw a halftime carpet roll in there and get into something crazy. Dude, look how much drums I have on this. I'm actually gonna go through and delete this right now. None of that is going anywhere. There's no need for it. Goodbye. Like with the My Ways tune. Are you talking about Narc? Have you listened to my old band? You know what's crazy about Narc? Is fucking. Dude, you know what's crazy about Narc? All of the songs that are not released are certifiably like fucking bangers. And we just all kind of stopped hanging out after the band broke up. Wasn't even the band broke up. It was the fucking drummer and the other guitarist. Well, you don't really have to you said it right the first time. You know, you're not really learning C drop C tuning. If you're in drop D, then dropping down to C is just it's basically the same thing. You're basically doing the exact same thing that you would do in D, just you're a full step down. Yeah, I wish that I could play that guitar for you guys right now, but it's like genuinely unfun to play because it needs setup. Yeah, so with My Ways, okay, so that song is great in the sense that okay, so that's what I was gonna say first. So Narc, the stuff that we have out was all stuff that I recorded when I first started recording. Literally, I got into recording, and the first thing I started working on was recording the songs for Narc. That's why the audio is not that good. And also, the songs could be way better if it would have been just, where I am now. Secondly, the songs were all recorded in drop C, but played up to the, I believe, third or fourth fret, and sort of like I was in E, but it made the songs heavier in a way because I was able to play up here for like and then go down. You know what I mean? And just that was like kind of the thing. It was like the whole idea was I was in, but we ended up actually switching. So when we would rehearse, I'd have one guitar that was drop C, and then the other guitar that was E flat. Because I started saying, what I want to do is I want to solidify the type of music we're writing. I want it to be more death thrashy, and I chose E flat, and I stuck with that. And I think all the songs that are posted online right now of Narc are there should be. There's Hawking Mass. There is Malevolent Chariot. That's not released. Hawking Mass isn't released. And then there's that's right. There's one more that me and him did. So I think there's actually four. There's actually four songs that are basically recorded. Some of it just needs a guitar solo and whatever, but song is literally recorded and just sitting there. And they're hits, they're bangers. Like actually, they're fucking so good. No, I agree. I agree. I do wish that. So, Easy Drummer 3 wasn't out yet when we released that, and I used Easy Drummer 2. I hadn't bought any packs yet, so I was literally using the default Easy Drummer 2, and you know, it's pretty noticeable now. But yeah. Fuck, I can't remember how that goes. Fuck, I can't remember. That's it. That's it. Damn, that was a riff that I came up with forever ago, and for some reason I never forget it. Like the begin, we actually ended up making it into a song, and the song is fucking awesome. But the intro riff is like a reverbed out lead that does. Fuck. Make more slam. Honestly, the majority of the new Narc stuff, so I kind of, now that I'm, so right now I'm in E flat. It would be something like this. Lead guitars over it. You have to have a Floyd Rose to play Narc stuff. And then it would go something like this where it dies out. Then it would... something like that. Then it would end sort of heavy. That is like the epitome of the Narc stuff. Nice solos, fucking just fast, and then the end. A lot of the ending of the song, it either is gonna end real fast or it's gonna end going like this, head banging. Kind of a two-step type of thing. Definitely incorporating sort of like death and thrash together. I love writing that stuff. That's at core, like at its core for metal, and just that type of stuff is me. Like that sound is just me. Like that's what I play, and I've done it so much. I feel like anytime I play something like that, I feel like it's shit. I feel like it's not any good because I'm playing it and it's like coming from the heart. It's just sort of like what comes out and feels good and I have fun with. And I feel like that's part of the reason I get down on myself about it, because it's not like a challenge anymore, and I love a challenge. So it's just I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's weird, but I love writing that shit, man. I could literally just write that and be happy. I could write a song a day like that. Actually, we could add some drums to that. Why don't we do that? Probably around the right tempo too. Show you how it's done. Actually, this one needs a D beat. Let me grab a D beat first. I don't think that's working either. Okay, we actually need the skank beat with the double kick. Hold on. I gotta find that. That's the only way this is gonna sound right. Fuck it, we'll do it with D beat. Dude, I just see myself in the practice spot now. then it would end, and then the tempo would go slower. Just so fun to write, man. I do miss jamming with those guys, and really wish that drummer wouldn't have left. It's just I can't deal with everybody's problems all the time, man. Can't deal with it. Show up to practice 2 to 3 hours a week. That's it. 1 day a week, 2 to 3 hours. Go over the songs. Go over the songs for half the time. Jam for half the time. Leave. We're good. Simple as that. I supply everything. You just got to show up. Where the hell did the beat go? Oh, there it is. Got it. Alright, now we're going to get something in 150. Good enough. Actually, show you a good place to get that. Would be from here. That'll be a lot closer what I'm looking for. I need open hi-hat. Come on. I don't think that's what I'm looking for either. Faster. 155. It's not really it either. Oh yeah, also for that part that it goes into, definitely need DB with the ride. Whoa. Alright, so if did it right, that should work. Yeah, no, that would work. Oh yeah, Anonymous. You go down you go down low enough and you just start playing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 within that range. You know? Bob passed. Damn. Wasn't he the only remaining one? Like, original member? Like, it was the bassist, right? Or whatever. He's like the only remaining one. The original. I don't even think he was an original. Right? Am I tripping? Dude was playing some of these tunes. Pam, was he the last remaining one? I'm gonna look that up. Who are the remaining members of Grateful Dead? So technically 3, so now there's 2. And Phil Lesh died last year. Damn, dude. So literally, like, they're pretty much all dead. That's crazy. I'm sure Maya's mom is a deadhead. She goes to all the shows and shit. A lot of them. Used to go to all of them. I don't know if she doesn't still. She follows fish and stuff like that. So I'm sure she's fully aware. We need a 0134 slam riff. All right, hold on. I got you, Anonymous, if you're still here. Got a tune down, though. 0134. Damn it. Damn it. Trying to hit those pinches. I was fucking up. The drums really help it out. Have a tuna can with lots of reverb on it. Alright, what's it been? It's been an hour and a half, so I'm getting ready to hop off here. I just wanted to jam and hang out with you guys for a little bit. Went to the studio with my band. And I was the only one who practiced. It showed. Yeah. Been there, dude. I can't tell you. It's probably happened 3 or 4 times where I've had to literally take the bass. Not like in a dickhead way, but like. Saw what you did. Oh, yeah. I have this pod left. And then I'm giving it back. I wanted something to smoke the other day. I'm actually getting ready to just fucking stop everything. So I'm not even going to do the Zens anymore. Because I was doing the Zens. I'm genuinely going to try and quit everything. I've just been smoking for so long. It's very hard. And I will literally be like off everything within the next. No medications, no fucking nothing but coffee and water. Within like 2-3 months, maybe less. So pretty excited about that. Oh yeah, but I can't tell you how many times I'm not gonna throw it out. I'm gonna give it to Maya's friend. She uses these, which is part of the reason that I ended up getting one of these was because I was out of town. And it was kind of the only option, so I got that, and I'm gonna give her the whole setup. I have like other pods that came with it and shit. I'm gonna give it to her. But yeah, the whole bass player thing, dude. I can't tell you how many times. Probably 3 or 4, like I said. But dude, so annoying. It's like, bro, you don't even know what tuning we're in. What are you doing? Alright, y'all. I'm hopping off here. Tomorrow, expect the stream, and we're going to actually be going through the songs and doing shit, so. We're tomorrow. Okay. So, I might go through with this. It just depends. I'm going to play some guitar before I hop on here tomorrow. I didn't do that today like I should have. I was actually going over the Skate Punk song and mastering that. I'm going to send it to my buddy. So, actually, this is some pretty crazy cool news. So, my buddy called me while I was out of town the other day, and he's like, hey, the one that I told you has a channel. And he's like, hey, so me and the boys on the channel are getting ready to be able to go to Las Vegas and go to the Punk Rock Museum and do an interview with Fat Mike. And Fat Mike's basically using them to, get the word out to people. They're doing a documentary, so they'll probably record that. But yeah, no, there's gonna be all types of shit that he's doing with that. I'm gonna let him use one of my cameras to document it because I don't think any of them own a camera. I'm gonna help them edit it. But yeah, there's some pretty cool shit that's gonna be going on there. I wish I could go, man. I fucking wish I could go. I would just be the film guy. That would be good enough for me. But anyways, yeah. Check you guys later.